All I can remember was the police, woke me and my sister up and said, there's a dead black guy in the street.
I need emergency over here. Someone's just been shot and he's laying out in the street. And there's blood all over the street. Please have an ambulance and somebody come get him. Okay, did you see what happened? Ma'am. No, it's really, we just got here. Oh my God. Hold on.
Whatever we gotta do to get this W, man. For real. Let's do it. No, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So I don't know about you, but I personally think it's safe to say that Mike Evans, he's probably the most underrated future Hall of Famer to date.
Dropping Baker throws a sideline route. It is caught ball. Mike Evans with a guy draped all over him. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Fire the cannons, get him going.
But his journey from Galveston, Texas to now reveals so much more than just football. So let's rewind a bit, back to where it all started. Born on August 21st, 1993, his childhood was marked by struggles no kid should face. His mother, Heather Kilgore, had him at just 14 years old. And despite her own trauma, she became a rock for her family, doing everything possible to give them a chance at a better life.
Some people know already that when I was 9 years old, my mom and dad, they were going through some things.
See, Heather's relationship with Mike's father, Mikey Evans Jr., was a story shaped by domestic violence.
My dad was beating on my mom. They'd always be getting in fights.
But in 2002, when Mike was just 9 years old, his life was forever changed. Mike's his mom's brother, Sam Kilgore, who had just gotten back home from serving time for burglary, had moved in with Mikey and Heather after being released. Sam had heard of the abuse over the years from prison, but had never witnessed it firsthand. Unfortunately, tensions would reach their peak when one night, Sam, out at a local bar with Heather, would be triggered.
Me and my dad was just chilling, watching movies all night. And then my mom went out, but my dad stayed home with me, and I went to sleep.
My brother meets us in downtown Galveston. We went out. I called home, and Mikey's father was like, everything's fine, this and that. And he was like, won't you come home early? I said, all right, I'll come home early. And my brother's like he had an attitude, I could tell. Like he had been, he's pretty intoxicated. I go to the bathroom, and then I come out, and I said, hey, where's my brother? Where's Sam? And they were like, oh, he said he had a headache, he went home. And I was like, oh, okay.
Sam had gone back home where Mike's dad was babysitting him and his sister. He tried to provoke Mikey into a fight, but he brushed it off, which unfortunately pissed him off even more.
So, I guess my uncle was drunk one night, and I guess he didn't like the things my dad was doing to my mom, and he killed him.
Ambulances, it's police cars everywhere. And then I look over and I see a body with a sheet over it. And then I start going crazy.
Galveston 91. I need emergency over here. Someone's just been shot and he's laying out in the street. And there's blood all over the street. Please have an ambulance and somebody come get him. Okay, did you see what happened? Ma'am. No, it's really, we just got here. Oh my God. Hold on.
We looked at him and I saw that it was a black male, 20-ish. He was lying on his back, and I remember seeing a bullet wound to the middle of his forehead. We rolled him over onto his left side, and I just remember the shock. I counted over 27 stab wounds and cuts to his back. When you see that vicious of an attack, it's always anger.
Mike and his sister were unaware of the tragedy until police woke them up with devastating news. Mike later reflected on this period, acknowledging how the trauma shaped his worldview.
I miss my father to this day. I miss my uncle too, man. He was a cool guy. I only got to spend a little bit of time with him because he was always in and out of prison. He had a tough upbringing as well, and I wish that they could have just saw eye to eye. I wish my dad wasn't hitting on my mom. I wish that all that could have been avoided, obviously, but it wasn't.
After Mikey's death, Heather raised Mike and his siblings on her own, determined to provide them with stability and a better future. Despite the hardships, working night shifts as a hospital clerk for over 15 years, Heather remained unwavering in her support of her children, ensuring they had a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos. Her sacrifices, they weren't flashy, but they were everything.
You know, I want to take care of her. You know, she deserves it. Always gave us the best. You know, but she's a strong-willed woman. You know, raised us great.
So unlike many NFL stars who dominate youth leagues from a young age, Mike Evans, he didn't play organized football until his senior year at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas. Up until that point, Mike was primarily focused on basketball, a sport where he excelled due to his height, athleticism, and competitive nature.
I've always loved the game of football. It's just, you know, when I got to high school, I got a little taller. Basketball was my favorite sport. I just wanted to focus on that. My senior year, I just didn't want to be bored in school, and my friends knew I could play, so they were like, senior year, you got to come out and play. I went out and played, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
His natural talent was undeniable. Standing 6'4" and possessing incredible speed and hands, Evans quickly became a standout on the field. Despite his late start, college scouts took notice of his potential. But ultimately, Texas A&M University offered Mike a scholarship, and he accepted. His arrival coincided with the rise of another young star.
A lot of people like to call me Johnny Football, I guess.
I don't think he ever will. Manziel fires, caught inside the 10-yard line. Evans able to keep his balance. Touchdown, A&M. Manziel's first of 2013. And Johnny Football is back.
The duo, they formed an electrifying partnership, with Evans becoming Manziel's favorite. Evans amassed 1,394 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns, all while being selected to the 2013 Associated Press All-American team, making him one of the top receivers in college football. And in 2014, Evans announced that he would forgo his final 2 seasons of college and declare for the NFL draft. Projected as a top 10 pick, he would be selected 7th overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, fulfilling a dream that once seemed improbable given his tumultuous upbringing and late start in football.
With the 7th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Mike Evans, wide receiver, Texas A&M.
And yeah, I think we kind of all know how this goes.
A fade route near sideline. It is a caught ball. Mike Evans fights off the defender, makes the catch, and Evans has a touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that's why you draft Mike Evans. Oh, what a catch!
Evans made an immediate impact in the NFL. Even in his rookie season, he recorded over 1,000 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns, setting the stage for what would become a historic career. He went on to achieve, and is still achieving, an incredible streak of consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, a feat matched only by a few legends like Randy Moss. His combination of size, speed, and reliable hands made him one of the most dangerous wide receivers in the entire league. And in 2020, all of Evans' hard work would pay off when he played a pivotal role in helping the Buccaneers win a Super Bowl alongside Tom Brady, further cementing his status as a future Hall of Famer.
Now the Buccaneer Nation will celebrate, and I want to hear cannons.
We do.
I want to hear cannons.
But while Mike's accomplishments on the field are extraordinary, his impact off the field is equally significant. Drawing from his own life experiences, Evans established the Mike Evans Family Foundation in 2017. The foundation focuses on 2 core missions: empowering underprivileged youth through education and taking a stand against domestic violence. Evans' commitment to these causes is, more than obviously, deeply personal. He knows firsthand how domestic violence can shatter families and leave lasting emotional scars. His foundation provides scholarships, hosts youth empowerment events, and offers resources to families affected by domestic abuse. In 2021, during Domestic Violence Awareness Month, Evans spoke candidly about his mission.
I have a lot of different motivations in life, you know, why I do what I do, but, you know, I always will be humbled and, you know, appreciative to be in this position. So, you know, like I said, I've always dreamed of this, and I'm happy that it's came to fruition, and I'm gonna do my part for as long as I have to.
Through the foundation, Evans also honors his mother's sacrifice and resilience. The scholarships and the support programs are a way of giving back and ensuring that others have opportunities to overcome adversity. Mike Evans' journey from a turbulent childhood to NFL stardom is more than just a sports story. It's a testament to the power of resilience, family, and the determination to rise above hardship. Despite everything he witnessed with his mother, to losing his father to violence, and starting football late, Evans refused to be defined by his circumstances. His dedication to his family, his work ethic, and his commitment to helping others makes him a role model for young athletes and anyone facing adversity. See, he's not just a Super Bowl champion and a future Hall of Famer. He's a man who uses his platform to make a meaningful difference. In a world where professional athletes are often scrutinized for their actions off the field, Mike Evans, well, he stands out as an example of how personal tragedy can be transformed into a force for good. His story is a reminder that no matter where you start, is where you choose to go that defines you.